What we try to do is craft a behaviorally informed strategic communication plan. So we commission nationally representative surveys in reset countries to gain insights into public concerns, attitudes, and priorities about alcohol. And the survey was conducted using locally appropriate scientific sampling methods with a common protocol across countries. And that's what you're looking at here, and you can see the surveyed countries. So in all of these countries, alcohol was considered a significant problem. Kenyans reported the greatest concerns, followed closely by Colombians and Mexicans. And the majority in all countries described alcohol as a problem. This demonstrates the public need for alcohol policy action. And this finding is being communicated by the Reset Initiative to policymakers through campaigns, advocacy, and the media, calling attention to the problem faced by communities to encourage government action. So if you want to go to the next slide, please. This shows the concerns, right? So some of the top of mind concerns about alcohol included, you can see on the bottom here, if you can read this, violence, health problems, injuries. And this information we felt was crucial for designing interventions. So the nature of alcohol problems that were recalled here include, in Brazil, that's health concerns were very big concerns, such as chronic diseases. That's the blue there. That was the primary focus. In Colombia, Mexico, and the Philippines, concerns about alcohol were most prevalent, and those include domestic and community violence and also homicides. That's the red. So you can see the concerns there. These findings really have important implications for messaging, and they give us insights into what people know and are concerned about when it comes to alcohol harms. Taxes were endorsed in all the countries and considered an effective way to reduce alcohol consumption. These findings converge with other recent polls that indicate public support for taxes. So the data bolsters a mandate for policymakers to act, and taxes are among the most effective policy strategies to reduce alcohol harms, as Roy and Maristella mentioned. So now, turning to the industry, next slide, please. Yes. Most respondents agree that alcohol companies should take responsibility for the harms caused by alcohol use. The findings here show that in all countries but Colombia, the industry is mistrusted. And this data reinforces a need for government public policy to bolster the argument that industry voluntary guidelines are simply not adequate to protect the public, but the public wants more. Finally, next slide. I want to show you some of the results of the survey and how they're being used in practice.